Good morning, Dr. Kwesi.
Good morning, Dr. Anu. Greetings to India.
Thank you. In the last, we spoke about your friend, and then we did talk about limitations, which is brilliant because it made me realize that it doesn't matter if you're lacking in something, you can always grow. I'm now curious to know what really is Genius Report, because we haven't spoken about it. So what is really Genius Report, and do you have a team that's supporting you, or do you work alone? Because you spoke about your cooperation style, and you said, I like a team, I like big corporate, I like communities which are supportive. So if you can throw some light on these two questions, thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Anu. So the Genius Report is a unique tool for potential analysis and also giving guidance how to then unfold this potential. It's unique, it's revolutionary. It's a registered trademark by Andreas and Nicole Eppert from Austria, who created it in 2013, 2014. And I am a trainer, so I'm not the owner of the Genius Report. And I'm passionate about it because it's accurate, it's precise, it illustrates, it sees, it shows what is invisible in us, our potential, our uniqueness, and we get an image about it, an idea about it, and we can access this power which is hidden in us, and we can then create with that power. And the fascinating thing is that it is very, very simple to create your own Genius Report because it is based on numbers. And numbers are what creators use as a language. Creators communicate in numbers. And the numbers of the date of your birth are what you use to create your Genius Report. Now, some people would say, in some cultures, it's okay. In other cultures, they would say, stop, that's astrology. It's not. It has nothing to do with forecasting. It's a potential analysis. It just shows what potential you brought into life when you were born. And the idea behind it is that time is a transmitter of energy. Every time has an aspect, an energy, a specific energy aspect. We know that about the seasons. We know when it's winter, summer, autumn, and fall. And we know that when it's winter, you can't just put a seed in the soil and expect it to grow because it's not the right time. You wait for spring. Then comes summer, and then autumn, you harvest. So we know there are seasons of time. And beyond that seasons of time, we've got times where there are other more subtle energies that we are not so conscious about, but which also have an impact of our being, of our personality, about our talents, about our potential. And that's what the Genius Report is about. Each time has got a specific energy. And the time, the place, and the date you were born, you are imprinted by that energy. So what the Genius Report about, it's about our energetic disposition. We all know about genes, yeah? That's our physical aspect, but we've also got energy. Yeah, you go in a room and you sense, wow, this person is full of vitality. When he says something, I would follow him because he's so powerful. Yeah, that's his unique energy unfolding. And I said at the beginning, it's nothing to do with astrology because we are not doing any forecasting. We are just showing the naked potential which is present when you are born. How you unfold this potential, how you navigate through the world with this potential is a complete different aspect where we can't make any predictions because the circumstances in which people grow up, which were born at the same place and the same time, might be completely different. Different family, different sex, different school, different culture. It can be completely different, and that's the uniqueness because we unfold in complete different settings.
So Dr. Kwesi, why is it when it's so naked that we can't see it? Why is it that parents who brought us up can't see our potential. We are absolutely unaware of it. And then we need a genius report where we need to go and put our date of birth to really look at our genius. Isn't that a little, if it's so naked, why can't we see it?
Two things. Yeah, thank you. Very, very important question. Two things that I discovered when I asked myself that question, why I needed that long to get to that stage to really discover that. The first is that we are like the fish in the water. It's so natural for the fish in the water that he's not conscious of the water because it's always there. It's a part of him, and it's so normal. He doesn't even recognize that that's the essence of his being. Because without the water, the fish couldn't live. So that's the first thing. The second thing is time. I mentioned time before. We live in a culture globally where time is money. We identify mostly with our work, with status, like education and this and this. And we are in such a stressful environment that we hardly have time to take a rest and to discover who and what we are and what our mission in life is. Time is money is the paradigm of our world. And it's making us busy, busy, busy. So busy that we don't take time to discover our true potential. So that are the two most important aspects. The first one, it's so natural. And the second one, time. Let me give you one example. I have got a friend whose talent is contact. Again, we've got 6 different modalities of talent. And he can connect people. And he connected me to a person who had a business event in Ghana, the Money Hub. And that's where I went and presented the GeniusReport. And out of that was a group created, a genius group worldwide. You are part of it, Anu, from India. We've got people from South Africa, from Ghana, from the UK, from Germany, and from Egypt. So we are geniusworldwide.net. That's our group. That's our website. And he was the one who connected me so that this group could start to come into existence. And when I acknowledged him, he said, I didn't do anything. Why do you say thank you? And I said, with your talent, you brought me to that Money Hub Summit in Ghana, in Accra, in December 2021. If I wouldn't have been there and wouldn't have met these people, we wouldn't have our group and we wouldn't have this interview now, Anu. And then he said, yeah, but that's nothing. That's what I always do. And I told him, and that's your genius. It is effortless. It is selflessness. Yeah, it is timeless, and it's richness, because when you do it, you are connected and you don't feel disconnected to your people in your environment or to anything in the world. And then he said, wow, now I got it. That's what I always do. And I just thought everybody can do it. And I said, no, that is your talent, contact. You connect people. And when you are in conversations with people, you are listening to them because you're like customer service. That are people who are very good at customer service contact, because their focus is, what does the client, the patient, the other one I'm interacting with, what does he or she need? And he was blown away that it's that simple. He said, that's all I have to do. And I told him, yes.
So we don't like simple things.
Yes, we live in the country. Yes,
it looks like the minute something is simple, natural, at ease, we look at it and say, oh, that's not a big deal. And we run behind things which we are not at ease with. We run behind relationships which are not at ease with. We're constantly struggling to master something that we are not at ease with.
You're absolutely right, because we don't acknowledge it, because we think it hasn't got any value. But the beauty is that when you discover that there is something that is just flowing, you are in the flow, that's the uniqueness. That's the easygoing, the effortless, and that's the genius. There's one one of the most popular German writer, Goethe. It's like the German Shakespeare. He said, genius is simple. Just that simple.
Oh, wow. So last question before I can ask you what are the dates and everything is, so when a child is born, why are we not looking at their genius right then and training them and helping them and easing their life out and saying, you know what, whatever is simple for you, whatever is at ease with you, whatever you are happy with is what you should be doing. I mean, we do say that probably after learning, then unlearning, and then learning and unlearning, but we never teach that in any school, college, anywhere. How can, basically, my question is, how can we open up the potential of children who are growing up and they're in school? How can this be utilized there? Thank you.
That is the most important question that you have been asking this morning, Anu, because we look more on the negatives than the positives. And the Genius Report is also unique as a potential analysis tool because it only looks at the resources. The Genius Report is 100% focused on the resources to empower people, because the philosophy behind it is that no matter the circumstances in the outside, when you are in connection with the genius within yourself, you can manage that. The genius means not giving away power to external forces, because the internal force of my genius is so powerful that no matter what I experience, I can be with it at peace, and I will still have access to the power within myself. It doesn't mean that you can solve everything, but you can be at peace with it because you know about the power within yourself. And when we teach that to children, not only teach it, but practice it, be role models of it, the children wake up, grow up in a complete different environment. It's a culture of understanding who and what you are and what your mission in life is. And that's my vision. And time will transform, because what we are experiencing now with all these challenges with global health and the wars in different parts of the world, my choice was that I will do whatever is necessary to be at peace with myself. I will do whatever is necessary to have peaceful conversations. I will do everything that's necessary to clear where I have where something is standing between me and others. Because when I am not, when I see what's happening in the world, and I say there's too much fighting, too much struggling, too much war, then I start with myself. And the best way to do that is to act according to my genius, and then to inspire people that they also have the genius within themselves, and then to have conversations from genius to genius. That's the most important in my life, my main objective.
Thank you so much for bringing this light into the world and creating this as a vision, because I'm hoping that many will join with you. And if people have to connect with you, I believe you're doing a taster very soon. Could you give us the dates on which you're doing the taster so that they can get more of this? Because this is just a very, very small bite of what they're going to be getting right now in these 3 videos. So I would be really happy if you can tell us, when is the taster, what's the time, and what website can they go to create their Genius Report? Thank you.
So thank you. So the website where they can create their free compact Genius Report version is GeniusReport.net. And this site,
can you repeat that once more? Thank you.
GeniusReport.net. And this website is the ownership of Andreas and Nicole Eppert, the initiators and creators of Genius Report. It's their trademark, and they share this with the world. The key is for free, and when you want to have a more comprehensive Genius Report, you can also access it and you pay for that. I and the Genius Report team, we are Genius Worldwide. We are having the next free online taster on the 12th of April at 3 p.m. GMT. That's 3 p.m. UK time. And on the 23rd of April, 11 a.m. GMT, 11 a.m. UK time. There will be a Zoom link on the Eventbrite when you register. there will be also a free streaming on YouTube and on Facebook.
Can
Because
you also
yes?
can you also give us the website where they can go and register, the name of it?
The website where they register for the course.
Yeah, no, for the taster. Where can they get this link?
Well, as I told you, that we have just created a new group, a Genius group, which we call Genius Worldwide, and the website is under construction. And in the first week of April, the website will be online, geniusworldwide.net. There will be all the dates and the link to register. It's at the moment under construction. If you want to find out more about the Genius Taster, on the GeniusReport.net site, I am listed as a trainer. You can see my profile. You can see my email address where you can contact me, and you can see my whole Genius Report, so that you know what you get when you join the taster with Dr. Kwesi. And when you like the taster, well, I hope, because it's an invitation for self-discovery, then you can also join the Genius Report training. The next one starts in the first week of June. We've got courses, one on Friday and on Saturday.
Thank you, Dr. Kwesi. And I will be putting down all the links down in the description. So don't miss out on what we are writing down under this YouTube, and go explore. And, you know, the sky's the limit once you find what you're good at, because it's a discovery. We are not even aware of it. I think life just changes for everyone, because if you can feel complete and in peace, that's the biggest play, how do you say, safest place to be in. Not biggest, it's the safest place to be in, because what can be more safe than feeling complete and whole and feeling that you can do everything. So thank you very much, everybody. Keep in
Anu,
touch with us.
I just want to add something at the end, because I want to come back to the children. There's a story, and this is a true story, about a teacher in the States in the 20th century. He was asking the question exactly what you asked me. Why is it that children think they fail? And he was a teacher. And he got students where he didn't understand why they fail, because he saw their potential. And one day, after a test, he gave them all good grades, about 90%, even those who wouldn't have passed. That was all he did, and then he gave them back the test, and everybody saw, wow, I passed, not even passed, I was good. That was all he did. And the whole class, and also those who were struggling at school before, suddenly became A students. So all he did was he created the image in them, I can do it because I passed this test. That was all he did. And they just took off. So you see what different it makes when you have a complete different image about yourself, when you've got a genius image about yourself. So leave everything behind from the past. Yeah, let it go. And now be in the present and the now, and just look at the positive, like in the life of Brian. Always look at the bright side of life. And I say, always look at your genius. The genius gives you always the answer. The genius gives you the direction. And the genius gives you your individual success. And you can break down success in an acronym. And I just shared the first two. The first S is sense of direction. What's my mission in life? And the second one is understanding. Who am I? What am I? And if you want to know more about the C, C, and the E, and the SS, join the taster. Then you will find out what's behind it.
Absolutely. This feels like Aladdin Chirag, you know, where we have the lamp and I'm just rubbing it, and then the genie comes out and says, what do you want, Anu, today? And I say, I want to fly. I want to know that I can do it. And then I do it, because this genie says everything is possible. So thank you very much, and see you all on the taster day on the 12th of April and 23rd April. Thank you, Dr. Kwesi.
Thank you, Anu. The genius is the genie. And the genie is the genius. Thank you. Okay.